And I would like to talk about arrival and welcome ceremony and host matching. So that's from page 24. So arrival day, typically we have two options. One is welcome ceremony, another is host matching. So welcome ceremony is the formal setup with a booked venue, designated speakers, and refreshments to enjoy by everyone attending. So you will have the facility and we will invite the communities, usually mayor or premier or somebody from that city or town. And for the welcome ceremony, prior to the group's arrival, we have a lot to prepare. 2 to 3 weeks prior to the group arrival, invite local dignitaries, such as the mayor or MP, MPP, and school board representatives to speak briefly at the welcome ceremony. And sometimes mayor is just so busy and they don't have time. And if nobody can join the welcome ceremony, you can invite them for the farewell ceremony. But first, we would like to invite them for the welcome ceremony. And you can communicate via email or phone call, but there is the email template that you can use, which is on page, it's during, oh, I can't find. Okay, I found. Sorry about that. So from page 34, there are email templates that you can use to invite the local dignitaries. So please use this template if you wish.
Okay, now I see it. Yes, there's a template on page 35. Yeah.
Yes, and yeah. And your group coordinator will give you the two flags. One is Canadian national flags. One is this visiting group's home country flags. So 95% of the time, that's a Japanese flag, but sometimes I literally have Mexican groups, and in the past we have Thai group, we have Korean group. So you will get those flags from your GC. If you haven't gotten them, please reach out to the GC and ask. And purchasing snacks, refreshments, paper plates, forks, those are your responsibilities too. It depends on the arrival time. We can be flexible. If the arrival is the early evening, like a 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, we have plenty of time to enjoy those refreshments. And you could purchase a veggie tray or like a fruit tray. That's like popular refreshment, and some cookies or these like a tiny brownies, those are good too. However, if the arrival is late evening, like 7, 8 o'clock, it's a good idea to prepare some refreshment that the attendee can grab and go if they wish. So individually packed cookies or these like a packed juice that they can just take home would be good. And if they don't finish those individually packed snack or beverages, the leftover can be used for the following days, like during the program when the student having the short break, you can just give them just like snack.
That's a good idea.
Yes. And also please build the welcome agenda based on the sample agenda, and the sample agenda is in the appendix. So look at the appendix 4 after this meeting, and there is the sample agenda there.
Okay, I see it.
And on the day of the welcome ceremony, please be at the facility a little early. Excuse me. I would recommend to be there at least 1 hour prior to make sure that the setting up is done by the arrival time. So for example, if the group will arrive at 5 o'clock, usually we invite the host family to come 30 minutes prior to that arrival. And before that, we want to finish the setting up, like the enough number of the chairs, podium, the flag is going to be presented nicely. So I would say at least 1 hour prior. Again, it depends on the size of the group. If your group is just a handful and you don't need to show up that early, but if your group is big and you need to prepare the 100 chairs, it's a good idea to show up early. And it's also a great idea to ask the help. So if you hire your ESL teachers, CAs, please do reach out to those people and they can come the time that you show up. So you can just arrange, okay, let's meet at the 1 hour, 30 minutes before the arrival and the setup. And if you need help, communicate with the group coordinator. And it depends on the group size. Sometimes group staff can be on site to help and attend the welcome ceremony as well.
So I can ask for the help to the program assistant or the student assistant.
Yes.
Or maybe the GC.
Yes. But please don't hesitate to ask GC. Ask them. By asking those requests or questions, group coordinator will know that what kind of help that is needed. And there is no bad questions or requests. I cannot guarantee that the group coordinator is always available, but it's always good to communicate and find a solution. And please do remember that you are not working alone and you have support. And that's a welcome ceremony, but sometimes we don't have a welcome ceremony and just match the student and families. We call it host matching. Host matching is pretty simple, and sometimes we don't even have a facility booked. So we are just using the facility's parking lot. And by the way, to use the parking lot, your GC should have a permit to use the parking lot. So please confirm with the GC. We cannot just show up and use the parking lot. So GC will arrange for it. And probably there is nobody there, but it's good to have the permit for the parking lot use. If there is no official parking lot use permit, the copy of email that GC can share with you. And this is just quick and easy. The student care team who oversees the host families for doing the check-in with the host family usually 30 minutes prior to the group's arrival. And you can just show up around that time, and it would be great if you could help the student care team for the check-in. And please prepare to say a few words to greet and welcome the students and give the emergency card.
Don't forget about it.
Yes, this is important.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, and I just wanted to mention that on the arrival day, you will be giving the folder contains the final itinerary and emergency protocol, and one host family, we call it match list, so that the sheet has student name and host family's information. So we will share one set with the chaperone. So the final itinerary will be given to each teachers. So if we have 5 chaperones, we have to prepare 5 sets of final itinerary and emergency protocol. But we share only one sheet of the host match list, the host homestay match list. And you can communicate with the chaperone and ask who is the one that to keep the host match list. We are doing this way because that match list contains the personal information, and we don't want to just have a lot printed document. And I want that one person to be responsible for that personal information. And usually we have this MLI tote bag, and we give a little gift. Yes. Those packages, group coordinator will instruct you, so please do ask them.
Okay.
And sorry, you wanted to ask a question?
Oh, no.
Yeah?
I'm okay.
Okay. And the next page is accompanying chaperones. So please do read about this page. This, of course, the students are the most important people that we care, but looking after the chaperone is also important, and that's a part of your role too. So please read this part.